calling all In the Heat of the Night fans. It's a time warp tonight. We're going to blast back to the 80s and see how much the cast has changed. Get ready for a shocking transformation reveal, then and now with real names and ages. Hit that subscribe button, because this is going to be epic. Let's dive in. Number 1. Carroll O'Connor as Chief William Bill Gillespie wasn't always the easiest guy to get along with. A bit gruff, maybe even a little grumpy at times. But beneath that gruffness, he cared a lot about his officers. They were the people he worked with day in and day out, and he saw them more like friends than just co-workers. It bothered him a lot whenever someone got hurt, or worse, on the job. Gillespie also leaned on his faith. He prayed regularly for his family he'd lost and for the safety of his officers. It was his way of finding peace and keeping those he cared about safe. Carroll O'Connor struggled for years as an actor. He taught school on the side and lived in cheap apartments with his wife, waiting for his big shot. By his 30s, he was finally getting acting jobs, but nothing major. Then, at 46, he landed the role of Archie Bunker. Archie was a stubborn old guy with some old-fashioned views, but the show wasn't mean-spirited. It showed how Archie slowly learned to accept the changing world around him with his family's help, especially his firecracker of a son-in-law. All in the Family was a new kind of sitcom. Back then, TV shows were mostly fluffy. This one tackled tough issues like racism, sexism, and equal rights. It took some people a while to get used to, but everyone loved Carroll O'Connor. The show became a huge hit, and O'Connor even won a bunch of awards. He eventually became a big force behind the scenes, too. Chief William Bill Gillespie, played by Carroll O'Connor, when he was 64 years old. Sadly, O'Connor died at the age of 76 on June 21, 2001, in Culver City, California, from a heart attack brought on by complications from diabetes. Number 2. Alan Autry, as Captain Bubba Big Bubba, as everyone called him, wasn't your average cop. A mountain of a man, his size and strength made him the go-to guy for wrangling the toughest perps. Bubba wasn't shy about using muscle when needed, but he also had a sharpshooter's eye. That earned him a special duty, keeping a sniper rifle stashed in the trunk of his patrol car. Outside of work, Bubba had a different reputation. He was the department's resident charmer, turning heads wherever he went. A steady stream of girlfriends followed him around town, including Althea, who was smitten with Bubba's rugged good looks. Alan Autry's path to Hollywood wasn't paved with acting classes and auditions. This broad-shouldered former Green Bay Packer spent his Sundays tackling running backs, not rehearsing lines. Yet, after a few years on the gridiron, Autry decided to trade his cleats for a script and embark on a surprising yet successful acting career. Autry's transition wasn't an immediate touchdown. The specifics of his early acting journey remain largely unknown, but his dedication paid off when he landed a significant role in the long-running crime drama In the Heat of the Night. From 1987 to 1995, Autry brought to life Captain Bubba Skinner, a police captain with a personality as sturdy as his former football physique. Over the 8 seasons of In the Heat of the Night, something interesting happened. As other actors came and went, Autry's role grew in prominence. He became a mainstay, a reliable presence navigating the ever-changing waters of the fictional Mississippi town. This loyalty to the show, despite his character's resistance to change, mirrored Autry's own commitment to his newfound career. Even after the series wrapped, Autry wasn't ready to hang up his badge. He reprised his role as Captain Skinner in a series of TV movies, proving that sometimes the most unexpected career shifts can lead to long-lasting success. Alan Autry's story is a testament to the power of taking a chance, proving that even after the final whistle blows, there's always a new game to be played. Captain Bubba was played by Alan Autry when he was 36 years old, and now he is 71 years old. Number 3. David Hart as Officer Parker Williams. Parker was a bit of a softie, The whole town of Sparta held a special place in his heart, and he couldn't stand to see anyone down on their luck. Most of the time, you'd find him glued to the dispatcher chair, his voice a friendly beacon for anyone needing help. When he wasn't there, he'd be patrolling with a mason jar of sweet tea permanently attached to his hand. One thing you could never doubt about Parker is his loyalty. His friends, both cops and civilians, were his chosen family. And whenever something happened to one of his fellow officers, it hit Parker like a ton of bricks. He wore his heart on his sleeve, that one. David Hart's journey in acting began at a remarkably young age, a mere 4 years old. This early start fueled a long and diverse career that has seen him grace both the big and small screens. Hart's filmography boasts a mix of genres. He tackled dramatic roles in films like The Gypsy and The Gentleman, alongside the legendary Melina Mercouri, and The River with a young Mel Gibson. The 80s and 90s kept him busy with various projects, from the romantic The House on Carroll Street to action flicks like Disorganized Crime and The Real McCoy with Kim Basinger. Television also provided a platform for Hart's talents. He appeared in shows like In the Heat of the Night and explored diverse characters in projects like Under Suspicion and the sci-fi comedy Evolution. Interestingly, his filmography also includes a voice acting credit in the hugely popular animated film Shrek. Hart's career shows no signs of slowing down. Even recently, he was involved in the HBO series Angry Boys. This dedication to his craft, evident from his childhood beginnings to his most recent work, is a testament to his passion for acting. Officer Parker Williams was played by David Hart when he was 34 years old, and now he is 70 years old. Number 4. Hugh O'Connor as Lonnie Jameson, steel-eyed and steady. Lonnie patrolled the streets of Sparta. A man of few words, he let his actions speak volumes. When trouble brewed from a distance, Chief Gillespie knew just who to call. Lonnie could split a playing card at 100 paces, making him the department's ace in the hole. Alongside Bubba Skinner, they were a sniper duo to be feared. Loyal to a fault, Lonnie was a man you wanted on your side, whether facing down a criminal or cheering on a runner. Irish actor Hugh O'Connor, don't forget that part, there was another actor with the same name, started his acting career at the impressive age of 8. His first steps on stage weren't on a Hollywood set, but on an Irish television show called The Irish RM. This early experience sparked a passion for performing that would guide him throughout his career. O'Connor also lent his voice to radio dramas, proving his versatility as a performer. And to top it all off, he even took to the stage for live productions, bringing characters to life in a whole new way. One such performance included the classic children's story, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Whether it was film, radio, or the stage, Hugh O'Connor demonstrated a dedication to his craft from a young age. Lonnie Jameson was played by Hugh O'Connor when he was 26 years old. Sadly, on March 28, 1995, the 3rd anniversary of his marriage, Hugh called his father to say that he was going to end his life. He said he believed he could not beat his drug addiction and could not face another drug rehabilitation program. Carol called the police, who arrived at Hugh's Pacific Palisades, California, home just as he shot himself. The police later determined he had cocaine in his blood. He was 32. Number 5. Howard Rollins Jr. as detectives. Virgil Tibbs brought big city experience to Wells, South Carolina, having honed his skills as a homicide detective in Pasadena. Sharp and observant, Tibbs could pick out clues others might miss. The racial prejudice he faced in Wells was a whole new challenge, but Tibbs wasn't easily fazed. He stayed calm and focused on the case, using his detective skills to solve the murder. Tibbs wasn't arrogant, though. He was open to learning and working with the local officers, even when they didn't see eye to eye. One key detail he noticed cleared an innocent person's name, proving that good detective work can overcome prejudice. Howard E. Rollins Jr. wasn't one to blend into the background. This commanding black actor took Hollywood by storm with his portrayal of Coalhouse Walker Jr. in Milos Forman's Ragtime. Based on E.L. Doctorow's sprawling novel, the role earned Rollins a well-deserved Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Rollins didn't stop there. He left another lasting impression with his performance in Norman Jewison's intense drama, A Soldier's Story. But for many, Rollins's legacy might be most strongly tied to his captivating television appearances. Detective's Virgil Tibbs was played by Howard Rollins Jr. when he was 38 years old. Sadly, in the fall of 1996, Rollins was diagnosed with AIDS. 6 weeks later, on December 8th, Rollins died at age 46 at St. Luke's Roosevelt Hospital Center in New York City from lymphoma-related complications. Number 6. Anne Marie Johnson as Althea Tibbs forget baking cookies at home. This woman was a social worker with a fire in her belly. Helping people was her lifeblood, and she poured her heart into making Sparta a better place. Life wasn't always easy. Althea faced challenges that would floor most folks. A terrifying ex, a brush with a murderer, the whole gamut. But Althea never backed down. Through it all, she remained a rock for her husband, Virgil. Althea wasn't just strong, she was complex. Juggling work and family was a constant battle, a struggle many women faced back then. And let's not forget her fight for justice. Althea wasn't afraid to stand up for what was right, even when it meant getting involved in the civil rights movement. Anne Marie Johnson's acting career began on the short-lived sitcom Double Trouble in 1984, followed by a role in the sequel, What's Happening Now? Some memorable but minor film work included appearances in Keenen Ivory Wayans' I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka and Robert Townsend's Hollywood Shuffle. However, her biggest success came when she portrayed Althea Tibbs, the wife of Detective Virgil Tibbs, on the hit police drama In the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1993. After her time on In the Heat of the Night, Johnson appeared in one season of Wayans' sketch comedy series In Living Color and the late 90s evening soap Melrose Place. In the 2000s, she landed one-off roles in notable series such as the legal drama Ally McBeal and The X-Files. A significant moment in Johnson's later career occurred when she was elected the first vice president of the Screen Actors Guild in 2005. Althea Tibbs was played by Anne Marie Johnson when she was 28 years old, and now she is 63 years old. Number 7. Jeffrey Thorne as Wilson Sweet. Being a black officer in a mostly white department wasn't easy. Sweet faced challenges most wouldn't understand, but he never let it break him. He used his experiences to bridge the gap between the police and the community. Sweet's story wasn't just about catching bad guys. It was about growth, about tackling tough issues like race and the law head-on. One case hit him especially hard. A 40-year-old murder, one that brushed close to home. The victim? His own grandfather. That lit a fire under Sweet. He wouldn't let this one go cold. This was about family, about getting justice, no matter how long it took. Wilson Sweet, a man determined to make a difference, one case and one strong connection at a time. After his successful acting career on TV, including his role as police officer Wilson Sweet in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1993, Thorne switched gears and started writing professionally. He made a splash by winning second prize in Simon & Schuster's Strange New Worlds anthology with his story, The Soft Room. From there, he published more stories in various anthologies and even wrote a Star Trek novel called Sword of Damocles. Thorne also tried his hand at screenwriting. He worked on Season 9 of Law and Order: Criminal Intent, episodes of Ben 10 and Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man, and was involved in Seasons 3-5 of TNT's Leverage. He also had a role as a writer-producer on The Librarians. In 2014, Thorne got the opportunity to reboot the beloved TV series Knight Rider in comic book form for Lion Forge Entertainment and NBC Universal. Additionally, he co-created Phantom Canyon, an audio drama by Pendant Productions. His ties with Marvel Entertainment deepened in 2017, when he was named head writer and showrunner of the animated series Avengers, which was later retitled Avengers: Black Panther's Quest. In 2019, he became co-executive producer of Ghost, the first spin-off of the Starz Network's hit show, Power. Wilson Sweet played by Jeffrey Thorne when he was 34 years old, and now he is 54 years old. Number 8. Crystal Fox as Officer Luann Corbin. With a badge on her chest and compassion in her heart, she patrolled the streets, one of the few black women on the force. The challenges were real, but Luann was tougher. She navigated the department with grit and resilience, never backing down. This officer had a heart of gold, fiercely loyal to her colleagues, especially Chief Gillespie. The weight of the job, the things she saw, they took a toll, but they also fueled her commitment to making Sparta a safer place. Fox made her big-screen debut in the Academy Award-winning comedy-drama film Driving Miss Daisy, starring Morgan Freeman and Jessica Tandy. Following this success, she joined the cast of the NBC police drama series In the Heat of the Night in its third season, playing Luann Corbin. She remained a regular cast member until the series finale in 1995, appearing in over 100 episodes. During the 1990s, Fox had supporting roles in films like Drop Squad and Once Upon a Time, When We Were Colored, alongside Felicia Rashad and Al Freeman Jr. She also co-starred opposite Cicely Tyson in the 1998 miniseries Mama Flora's Family, based on a novel by Alex Haley. In 2013, Fox began starring in the Oprah Winfrey Network primetime soap opera The Haves and the Have-Nots, produced by Tyler Perry. She played Hannah Young, a soulful single mother who works as the maid for the wealthy Cryer family. The series received positive reviews, and Fox's performance was particularly praised. The show concluded in 2021 after 196 episodes. In 2019, Fox was cast in the second season of the HBO drama series Big Little Lies as Zoe Kravitz's character's mother, Elizabeth Howard. She received a Screen Actors Guild Award nomination for her role. She also co-starred opposite Forrest Whitaker in the drama film Burden, which premiered at the 2018 Sundance Film Festival and won the U.S. Dramatic Audience Award. In 2021, Fox starred in 3 movie adaptations of V.C. Andrews' books for Lifetime. In 2022, she was cast opposite Chris O'Dowd in the Apple TV Plus comedy series The Big Door Prize. Officer Luann Corbin played by Crystal Fox when she was 25 years old, and now he is 60 years old. Number 9. Randall Franks as Officer Randy Good. Randy is the guy who always has a friendly wave for you, the one who believes in doing the right thing and building a strong community. He's not just about upholding the law, he's about upholding values. Randy's also got this cool side where he can strum a guitar and sing a tune that'll make you stop and listen. It's not something you see every day in a cop show, but it's there, adding a touch of realness and a break from the usual cop drama. He's a reminder that even in the toughest jobs, there's room for a little music and soul. That's Officer Randy Good for you, just a regular stand-up guy who happens to wear a badge. Randall Frank's career path is a testament to the versatility and longevity possible in the world of acting. While many know him best for his role as Officer Randy Good in the television series In the Heat of the Night, Franks' filmography stretches far beyond this iconic role. Franks' interest in performance blossomed early, with appearances in plays and skits throughout his school years. This passion extended to music, opening doors to television appearances on shows like Mountain Music Showdown and Country Kids TV series. These early experiences honed his on-camera presence and likely fueled his desire to pursue acting further. The turning point in Frank's career came in 1988, with his casting in the Heat of the Night. For 5 years, he brought Officer Randy Good to life, a role that resonated with audiences around the world. The series garnered critical acclaim, winning 2 NAACP Image Awards for Outstanding Drama Series during Frank's tenure. This success not only solidified Franks as a rising star, but also cemented his place in television history. Following In the Heat of the Night, Franks continued to explore diverse acting opportunities. He has starred in numerous films, showcasing his range in projects like the Hallmark Hall of Fame's The Flamingo Rising, alongside Academy Award winner William Hurt, the sci-fi thriller Phoenix Falling, and the Vietnam War drama Firebase 9. He even made a special appearance in Dolly Parton's Blue Valley Songbird, demonstrating his versatility and willingness to embrace various genres. It's important to note that Franks' career extends beyond acting. He is also an author and columnist, showcasing his creativity beyond the screen. This multifaceted approach highlights his dedication to storytelling and artistic expression in its many forms. Officer Randy Good was played by Randall Franks when he was 28 years old, and now he is 58 years old. Number 10. Denise Nicholas as Harriet DeLong. In the Mississippi heat of social change walks Councilwoman Harriet DeLong, played by Denise Nicholas in the Heat of the Night. DeLong isn't just a love interest for the police chief. Introduced as a strong-willed leader in the fictional town of Sparta, she becomes a beacon of resilience in the face of personal hardship, like the tragic murder of her sister. DeLong's significance extends beyond the storyline. Her relationship with Chief Bill Gillespie transcends romance. It broke ground as one of the first interracial relationships depicted on prime-time television, sparking social commentary and challenging racial barriers on screen. Much like Sidney Poitier, Denise Nicholas was a quietly dignified yet powerful on-screen performer who made significant contributions to the civil rights movement in the late 1960s and early 70s. After touring America with a progressive theater group, she began her television acting career and quickly secured her signature role as compassionate guidance counselor Liz McIntyre on the socially conscious college dramedy Room 222. During her time on the show, which regularly tackled issues like race relations and women's rights, Nicholas also made waves in cinema, co-starring in blaxploitation classics such as the horror parody Blackula. Throughout the 70s and into the following decade, she remained a prolific force on television. However, it wasn't until she joined the cast of the gritty crime drama In the Heat of the Night, 1988-1995, that she found another resonant role. Portraying Councilwoman Harriet DeLong, Nicholas took part in a significant storyline that hit close to home, providing her with personal closure for her own sister's murder and inspiring her to pursue a writing career. She wrote several episodes of the series before returning to school to formally study writing. Her debut novel, Freshwater Road, was adapted into a stage show at Brown University in 2008. After appearing in lighthearted roles in projects like the family comedy Ghost Dad, she retired from acting in 2004. Harriet DeLong was played by Denise Nicholas when she was 45 years old, and now she is 79 years old. We really love the cast of the In the Heat of the Night. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.